All right, Parker, how are you today?
Good.
Good. What grade are you in?
Fourth.
Fourth. Who's your teacher?
Miss Hatcher.
Miss Hatcher. And you are at KCA, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So, we're going to be talking about bullying a little bit, okay? So, first, we're just going to talk, I'm just going to get a couple questions out of you. So, how was your day at school today?
Good.
Good. And then, how is school going, like, all the way around? Because I know you only have, like, 3 weeks left, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
So, it's going good. Do you like fourth grade?
Yeah.
Are you ready to be in fifth, though?
Yeah.
Are you participating in any sports or clubs right now?
Yeah.
Which ones?
Volleyball, tennis, softball, kind of basketball.
And you said you just went to cheerleading, right?
Yeah.
So you stay pretty busy then. So tell me a little bit about your friend group.
I don't know.
Like, who are your best friends?
Sophie Miller and Olivia Smith and McLean Wise.
So do you guys go to the same school or do you guys play sports together?
Same school.
Okay. So since we're talking about bullying, I'm going to ask you a few questions. But first, I want to have you write down what you think a bully is. So you don't have to write a full sentence if you don't want to. You can just like write adjectives or like describing words. So like what describes a bully? You can write that down. I'll give you a few minutes to think about that.
Okay.
Okay, do you want to read it out loud or you want me to read it?
I don't care.
Okay. Okay, that's good. That's really similar to what your brother said too. So, you said when somebody hurts your feelings or says stuff that like you don't like. Okay. Have you ever been bullied? Like, can you think of a time that someone had bullied you?
Kind of.
Do you care to share or do you want to keep it? Do you not want to share it?
I'll think of it. Like when sometimes my friends, they talk about me.
They hurt your feelings? Yeah. That's a girl thing. A lot of girls do that. What was that like for you? Like, how did that make you feel?
I mean, I just let it go when I just went out and hanged out with my other friends.
Yeah. Just kind of moved on and didn't draw attention to it. Yeah, I can understand that. So being bullied is actually really common. There's a study that says 96% of people are bullied, and then there's another study that says 96% of people bully people. So it's easy to fall in as a victim, and it's also easy to fall in as someone who has a weak moment and they're mean to people. So a conversation me and your brother had was a lot of times people who bully others are people who are just seeking attention. So say that there is a child who is having a rough time at home and they don't know how to express that. They can come to school and be mean to someone else, and that's the only way that they feel that they can express how they're feeling on the inside. So a lot of the time it's not because they just want to be mean to you. It's because they are also struggling and they don't know how else to ask for help. So there are 4 different types of bullying. There's physical bullying, verbal bullying, social bullying, and cyberbullying. Do you think you can tell me what those are? So we'll start with the first one, physical bullying. What do you think of when you hear that?
Like when they say something to you, or like they do something that hurts, like.
So when they do something that hurts you, so like if you were to get in a fight, that could be physical bullying. What about verbal bullying? What do you think that one is?
I don't know.
So verbal is like words. So like if I were to
yeah.
come up to you and say something mean about whatever to you, that would be verbal bullying. Social bullying is a little bit harder to understand. This is one that your brother didn't know either. So social bullying is when your friends exclude you from something. Yeah. So what your example was about how they talked about you, it hurt your feelings, so you went and hung out with somebody else. That would be social bullying. Whenever someone intentionally tries to exclude one person from a group. And then what do you think cyberbullying is?
I have no clue.
So cyberbullying has a lot to do with social media. So say you were to post a picture on Instagram, somebody were to comment something mean, that's cyberbullying. So since we've talked about those 4, if you could pick one that you think would affect you the most, which one do you think it would be? So one that would like hurt your feelings the most, I guess.
I guess like when people just go over there and talk behind my back, like when they were just playing with me and then they just go over there and talk bad about me.
Yeah, so that is social bullying. So that is actually what I would say would hurt my feelings most too, because I feel like, you can say what you want. You know, words hurt if you're going to say it to my face, but like, I can get over it. Cyberbullying, I can get over it. But if I feel like I am excluded from a group of my friends just because they don't want to hang out with me anymore, I feel like that would hurt my feelings worse than anything. So let's see. Is that why you think that one would affect you the most too? Just because you would feel left out? Yeah, me too. Okay, so we're going to have a couple more questions and then we're done. So we almost succeeded. So do you feel comfortable talking about this topic? Or does it kind of make you a little uneasy?
Kind of, but not.
Kind of. It is a little bit
weird.
Yeah, it's just a little, because everyone is either victim to it or you've done it before, which, like I said, it's completely normal. Which leads us right to the next question. So there's no judgment here. This is a safe zone. Have you ever been in a situation where you have felt like you are a bully to somebody else?
Probably,
yeah. That's what everybody would say. Probably. So what we're going to talk about is just some things that you could do instead of doing that, because I know, especially like at your age, little girls, that's like the thing to do is talk about each other. So maybe instead of putting somebody down, we lift somebody up. I know your brother said that he had experienced somebody being bullied and he didn't want to step up because he didn't want that person to be mean to him. And I get that 100%. So we talked about maybe instead of confronting it in front of the bully, maybe wait till the bully leaves and say, hey, I know he was being mean to you, but that, like, just don't worry about it. Like, there's no reason to take stuff like that, whatever. Just kind of lifting somebody up so they know that they're not always being brought down by somebody else. And then the last question that I have is, so you said that you probably have before. Did that make you feel guilty at all?
Yeah.
Yeah, it normally does, and I think that's a good answer. So that is actually all of the questions that I have for you. So do you have any questions for me, or do you have any experiences that you want to talk about that you have with bullying or anything like that?
No.
Nope. All right, then you are all done.